What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I want to say a very big thank you to every one of my subscribers, those who have been watching, liking, sharing, and turning on the notification button so whenever I post, you just rush down to watch the videos. Guys, today I have an amazing person with me. Her name is
Erica.
Okay, Erica, and I will be reacting to why I really respect Germany for this. Okay, without wasting much of your time, let's get right into this.
In Schwabish Hall, there is a bookstore that I like to stop into from time to time. Irrelevant but interesting side note, that bookstore has been around since 1596.
Wow. Long time.
Now, in that bookstore, there's a small little English section where I found this book called Why the Germans Do It Better. Now, I'm only like 30 pages into the book, so I can't really recommend it or not recommend it yet. I will say it's pretty interesting so far. But what has caught my eye and made me want to make this video were two sentences on the first page of the book. Now, I've got to read two paragraphs to give you context for the two sentences. And here it is. In January 2021, Germany turned 150 years old, but its people barely marked that milestone. Germany, from the time of Bismarck to that of Hitler, is synonymous with militarism, war, the Holocaust, and division. No country has caused so much harm in so little time. And yet, two nearby anniversaries tell a different history. In November 2019, millions celebrated 30 years since the Berlin Wall came down. In October 2020, 3 decades had passed since reunification. Half of modern Germany's lifespan has been a tale of horror, war, and dictatorship. The other half is a remarkable tale of atonement, stability, and maturity. No country has achieved so much good in so little time. Those two sentences at the end of each paragraph. No country has caused so much harm in so little time, and no country has achieved so much good in so little time. Alright, everybody of course knows all the bad terrors from World War II and the Holocaust, but one thing I think a lot of people don't really know about, and I didn't really know about until I came to Germany, was how well this country does and how much effort it puts into making sure those horrible things never happen again in the future. And a big part of that is education on what had happened in the past. You know the old saying, those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. I think Germany takes that pretty seriously. In the introduction of this book, a very powerful memorial tool is mentioned.
Something that I've known about since my first year in Germany, something that I see all the time, something that whenever my family members come here to visit, I point it out to them and they always find it very powerful as well.
I see these things all the time, and now that I'm actually looking for them, I can't seem to find them. But I know there's quite a few here. Stolpersteine, or stumbling stones. Now, I'll let Rachel from DW's Meet the Germans explain.
One subtle yet striking part of the memorial culture in Germany are the Stolpersteine, or stumbling stones. These small brass squares are inscribed with the names of victims of the Nazi regime and set into the pavement outside their last known address. The project was started in the 90s by German artist Gunter Demnig, and today there are more than 75,000 stumbling stones across Germany and other countries. But even this is not without controversy. The city of Munich actually banned the stones from being installed on public ground, after some people, including a prominent Jewish community leader, argued that it was disrespectful to commemorate victims with something on the ground that you can walk over. The city has instead opted for wall plaques like this one.
So I can understand the controversy behind some of these, and these are supposed to be memorials that pay respect to victims, and if they're on the ground, people can walk over them, and just by nature, that's not a respectful act. So I understand a little bit of the controversy behind them, but I'm actually a fan of these. In my opinion, it lowers the barrier of entry for modern-day people to learn about history and to be educated about history.
Okay, so one good thing which I see in this video is that Germans have done well in terms of educating the present generation of war have transpired in the past. You know about Adolf Hitler. You've heard about Adolf Hitler, Nazism. You know about it.
Yeah.
The Nazism and Adolf Hitler, where Jews were killed, were put in gas chambers and killed a lot of Jews. You know, a lot of war. When you talk about the Berlin War, different parts of Germany, East and West Germany also, I think. Yeah, before there's a lot of issues. Germany has faced a lot of controversies, a lot of issues in a short while, and also since the wall came down and a lot of things, there have been progress in a short while. They've made a lot of advancement in terms of technology, in terms of economy, in terms of societal issues. They've advanced and they've made a lot of progress because they took their time to educate their generation. They made this part of their lives known. Because if you don't make corrections and you don't tell people about what has happened in the past, they are bound to repeat the same thing again. Nice. You know, like I said, in my country, Nigeria, the Biafran War and the Civil War, a lot of people died. But Nigeria and the leaders are not doing enough to put the facts out there. You know, instead they're trying to cover it up. That's what I feel, because they don't talk much about it because they feel it to bring ethnic conflict. No, because if you see East Germany and West Germany, they know about this, and that's why they try as much as possible to work on it. If you see right now in my country, a lot of ethnic issues are coming up regularly. Ethnic fights and clashes between the Fulanis, the Easterners, IPOB, and the rest of that, because things that happened during the war was not put out. What caused the war, we don't really know. This set says this set says that, you know, there's not much education, and that is why this kind of things keep continuing. But Germany has made it a point to educate the younger generations, make commemorations. So these things, when they look at it, they don't want to go back to what they've been through. Yeah. It's not a good thing, you know?
Yes, that's true. When we bring it to our personal life as well, parents, for example, some are told to their kids not to do this, don't do this, don't do this, but they don't really tell them what they've done, as in what they did in their past, that they don't want their kids to go into. So it's actually common to that aspect, because when you come to African country parenting, the parents are always telling kids, don't do this, don't do this. The kids get confused and they'll be like, wow, why are you saying that? But you've not really told me what you did in your life, or maybe I did this and it led me to this and that. That would actually change. So I'm sure if parents are willing to open up to, oh, maybe my kid, I did this, I did that, I'm not sure the kid will repeat. And if the kid even go and meet, he or she would know how to change from it. So it would really be good if we learn how the Germans, are training or are being like led. Yeah. So that's actually
all right. Good. Let's go.
It's one thing to be interested and to go to a museum and read and see memorials and learn about it like that. But it's a whole other thing to just be going about your day-to-day life in your city and coming across these memorials that bring history right to you today. You know, you can't help but see those and think about the victims of those horrible events back in the day. It's a pretty powerful experience to be walking into a cafe or restaurant, seeing these stumbling stones on the ground, reading the names of the people and what their ultimate fate was, and then going into that building and looking at the walls, at the floor, at the window, and now having a connection to individual people or families, and to actually be able to think about them while you're there in that building. I think that's a pretty powerful experience, and it's something that you almost can't help but experience when you see these things. So I'm a fan of these because it makes learning about history and being informed and being able to pay respect to victims, it makes it much more common and like an everyday thing. Yesterday was November 9th, which is a significant day in German history. A lot of important things have happened on November 9th throughout the years in Germany. Two of the big ones are the fall of the Berlin Wall and then Kristallnacht, the Night of the Broken Glass in 1938. And last night I was walking through Schwäbisch and I stumbled across a gathering of people who were basically paying tribute to the victims of Kristallnacht. They were gathering there, giving a little speech about some victims, playing some music, and really making sure that history is not forgotten. I mean, here we are 80 years later in Germany with these German people who had nothing to do with those horrible events of the past, but take a responsibility and feel a responsibility to make sure that history is kept alive and that people don't forget about it, and to make sure that type of stuff doesn't happen again. I really respect that. The more I learn about history, the more I realize that every single country has a dark past. But I think no country addresses their dark past as well as Germany. And I really respect its attitude and behavior on this subject.
70, 80 Jahre danach zu sagen, wir tragen daran Schuld, fände ich viel zu groß. Aber ich glaube, wir tragen eine Verantwortung, dass wir es irgendwo verhindern, dass sowas wieder passiert.
If you're a German viewer, you probably knew about these. This probably isn't anything new to you, but I remember when I first discovered these after coming to Germany from the States, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that they do that. I think that's a really powerful memorial tool. And I've been meaning to make a video about it for a while, and I think the introduction of this book kind of sparked me to do it. So yeah, guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.
Okay, guys, it's a powerful video. I learned a lot about Germany. I one thing to take away from this is that Germans are doing everything, like even people not connected to this horrible event, to educate, to memorize, to bring to memory the things that have passed, and making sure this thing doesn't repeat itself. So once they make sure it's not forgotten. And it's as fast as it's not forgotten, people tend not to go through that way, because they're like telling people, look at what we've been through. This is what caused this. I don't think this is the result of this, you know. Yeah. And they will have that in mind. And when they want to take some actions, they reflect the outcome of that action. You know, like in Nigeria from years ago, the SARS massacre. That Lekki massacre, where a lot of Nigerian youths were massacred by the Nigerian army, which is not being talked enough. You know, they try to sweep this under the ground, and when people try to commemorate or bring into memory of that event, they still send the police force, the armed forces to attack the same people. Yeah, and it's just crazy, whereby, you know, Germany is doing its very good every effort to, you know, make sure people don't forget those things that happen in history. But as for my country, Nigeria, they are making sure people don't say about it. You know, if you don't talk about it, things are bound to happen. It's going to blow over. No matter how much you try to cover it up, it's still going to blow over. So as much as many people who are talking about it, who are bringing it to light, like the likes of the influencers in Nigeria, one good person or one good example is Mr. Macaroni, who is always bringing that to light at every single time. So big shout out to Mr. Macaroni wherever he is. Yeah, and you are one person who is fighting for the youth and for the voice of the youth in Nigeria to be heard. So I want to say a big shout out to you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. What did you say about the video?
Okay, so I also learned a lot about the video because I think it's high chance that we we come out and speak the truth. Yeah, we should let the truth out and know how to make a next step. But to be covering stuff out, I'm not sure it's going to help us and the generation and our grandchildren.
All right, guys, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for being with us on this video. I want to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers and the likes, the shares. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. I thank you all for being with us. To come away next time, if you have any videos you want us to react to or any suggestions, please drop us in the comment section, and we'll definitely do justice to that. So come away next time. Say
bye.